How's it going, y'all? Back with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. So before I get into this video, maybe talk about, well, the Eagles go quarterback at 6, this and that. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while now. Is the news about Wentz getting traded fake? Because I absorbed this information from real big-time sources. Ain't no bullshit. You know, I heard from Adam Schefter. I heard from Ian Rappaport. These guys don't just put none out there that ain't real. Or certain other guys that I trust their sources. Now this guy, this scrub, we all know, Mike Lombardi. Well, not scrub, but, you know, he was a Browns GM. He was with the Patriots, got 3 rings there. Oh, so he got jobs. But he, you know, he was the first person to say Doug is the worst coaching hire in the NFL. We ended up winning a Super Bowl with them. And he kind of is now saying the same sentiment about Nick Sirianni, same kind of thing. So I'm not taking everything he says. I'm taking everything he says with a grain of salt. I'm not taking it all to heart. But let's just hear this for a second. This was on Pat McAfee. Give him credit. The Pat McAfee Show, which is his podcast every day. Talking about the Wentz trade. Is it real? Is it not? Why is it taking so long? Let's hear this. Hold on.
They're posturing, right? They're posturing, and they know that on the third day of the league year, they got to pay $10 million in a roster bonus, which they will not pay. They're not paying that, okay? And so they got to make a trade by then. So they've tried to create this illusionary market out there. They've tried to do it. They've taken billboards out with the worldwide leader. They've done everything they possibly can to create this market that has come flat. 2 weeks ago, he was supposed to get traded for a blockbuster, right? And that hasn't happened. So most teams are looking around saying, we're not in it. We're not in it. You in it? We're not in it. And so the Eagles at some point will realize 2 days before that roster bonus is due, either we make this deal or it ain't worth us to pay $10 million.
What's the billboard at the worldwide leader? That's funny. That means leaking information to ESPN?
Yeah, they're basically making it seem like you've got a lot and people called your bluff. You know?
Man. You know, that's guy.
They're saying, wait a minute, you know, we're interested, but we're not interested at these numbers.
I hate that everything I think and everything that we've been told for all this time is just a bunch of bullshit. You know, that's where you have to take what you read and then figure out what the motivation is behind it. Why is Russell Wilson upset? Well, yeah, he would like to have a better offensive line, but he's making $12 million less than Patrick Mahomes. They don't deserve to make less than him. As good, but it should be in the same. So when you see a story, it may not always be what the story's about.
All right, so that's enough of him. But still, I do agree with him. And that goes for everything in life, not just football, not just Eagles. Any of this news you see on anybody, could be anything, the government, this, that, you can sue, but you can't believe all of it. And that's why with this whole damn Eagles thing with Carson Wentz, you know, you hear, what's his name, Rob, oh my God, I'm messing his name up. Give credit to him, though. Oh my God, Rob Manelli or something like that. He always puts out sources, and he's good with his sources, you know, and he don't bullshit. And that's why he couldn't say the team's name, but he said this. Listen, I talked to a team, and they said, listen, the Colts gave us a very good offer, but we offered a better one. Then why hasn't the trade been done? Why hasn't the trade been accepted? Why hasn't it gone through yet? Why haven't we got news of it going through? Because we offered better. Well, if there is actually offers, then what is it, like a 4th round pick and a 5th round pick and a player? If it's even a 3rd round pick and a player, I'm not taking that. I'm sorry. I look at the compensation we gave up to even get Wentz, even though we got a lot of our picks back because of trades that Howie made to get us those picks back. Traded Sandbag for a first, get us back in that first round in 2017, 2018 draft, whatever it was. Then get us boom, boom, boom. But still, give up compensation, paid him all this money. I'm not gonna take a third round pick and a player, especially a guy like Carson Wentz, who if you have the coaching staff who you think Nick Sirianni and his team, what you saw with our offensive coordinator, Shane Steichen, what he did with Justin Herbert, if you feel this guy Carson Wentz can be fixed, and trust me, if he is fixed, the guy can play. We all know that. So you give up we'll take a third and a player, some scrub player that probably won't even make the team, or if he does, he'll probably be a 3rd string, 2nd string, whatever, unless he's a star player. And say Wentz does develop and comes back to himself and just balls out of control, and we're stuck here like, wow, that could have been our guy. All we got was a third-round pick, which Howie with that third-round pick will probably take a scrub player anyway, who will probably be released in about 3 years anyway. So maybe I look at it and say, you know what? They talk all this, all that, about, the offers. At that point, if it is those numbers, I don't know what it is. Now, if it's 2 second-rounders and a player, okay, maybe I'll do it. But you still look at it and you go, all right, if it's a third and a player or fourth and a player, whatever it is, some scrub picks that are probably going to make the team, if they do, they'll be gone in a few years, I'm willing to just keep Carson Wentz. Let him battle with Jalen Hurts. Whoever wins the job wins the job. If Carson wins it and he balls out, then it's a win-win for us. We win. We look good. If Hurts goes in and plays good, good. If he plays bad, then you put Wentz in, or vice versa, whatever. But I'm not willing to give this guy up for nothing, and somehow he recovers from his stuff, which I personally, I'm an Eagles fan, first and foremost. It's about the wings on the helmet, not the name on the back of the jersey. Always said that. Always. But I personally think, depends what team he lands to. If he goes to the Colts, I think he can revive himself real quickly. Got the right coaches, got everything. He knows the playbook. Boom, 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 boom. Got playmakers, got a defense, got a competent, GM, front office, all that. We don't have none of that right now. But I still feel if he could, okay, cool, then he can do his thing. I'm not giving this guy for that. Plus taking the dead money cap hit you have to take. 34 million you have to take. And everyone's like, oh, well, it's like the Brock Osweiler trade where the Browns, the Broncos had to give that up plus this up and some other stuff, and then they had to give this up the Browns to get him because they were trying to do a salary cap, basically cash dump to the Browns. This ain't the same thing. Carson Wentz is light years, 1,000 times better than Brock Osweiler ever was. Okay, he had 1 or 2 good games. That's it. This guy, Brock Osweiler. So that's a difference. But just the way I look at it, I don't know. And they're talking about Ertz trade. That's even more money. But Ertz probably will be traded anyway. Honestly, he will. That's why he cried this thing. I think I'm on my way out. Blah blah. He wants more money, even though he underperformed this year. Kind of like Wentz did. But Wentz is already under the contract. Ertz wants more money. I don't think he deserves it. I think he needs to play better this year if he plays with us. I don't think he's here though. But a trade needs to go down with Ertz or with someone so we know what to do come draft night. Because I think with the 6th pick, it might be Kyle Pitts out of Florida Gators. We'll see, though. But other than that, I'm sorry I started the video saying, what are we going to do with the 6th pick and this and that? And now I'm going to this. But I had to just talk about this because I saw this and I was like, this is the same thing I've been kind of thinking and saying to myself. It might be bullshit. I think it's the Eagles putting the news out, telling sources, say this, say that, or punt faking like hell, saying, oh, this is what we're getting. This team called, and then they're calling Adam Schefter. Yeah, listen, or no. I'm not. Howie's not personally calling them. Lori's not personally calling Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport. They're going to have their boys, Dave Spadaro, whoever, spread this down to the media. Let them cover it. Maybe. This guy's wrong all the time, this Mike Lombardi, whatever. You already know what the hell. So I'm not trying to get into all that. But all I'm trying to say is this is what I've been kind of thinking for a while. We'll see, though. We'll see. And we're going to get into the 6th pick probably in my next video because I want to talk about will it be a quarterback. And if it is, I don't know. There's only 1 or 2 quarterbacks I like in this draft, and the one I think is going to go number 1 over damn all. And that's Trevor Lawrence. The other one is maybe Zach Wilson. I like him a little bit. I like Trey Lance, but let's not go back to North Dakota State. Let's just see what we got in Jalen Hurts. This is crazy. Go Birds, Fighters, fly, I'm out.